Hello everyone, and welcome to another G1 Transformers review. As you can see, I'm doing another combiner set. In this case it's the protectobots with Defensor as the main robot. This particular part of him, and a figure in his own right, is first aid. As you can see, he's modelled on a G1 style ambulance, similar to Ratchet's original sort of form. This came out in 1986 and is pretty much a standard kind of combiner figure. Obviously got three modes, being the vehicle, it's an individual robot mode, and obviously it's a limb as part of one of the combiners. As you can see, I've still got the backing card. I'll bring that in so you can have a look at the artwork and flip it around. Obviously had a picture of all of the protectobots at the top and his instructions and his bio, which I'll bring that in, try and get that clear for you so you can freeze it and read about him. There you go. He came with, as with most of these sort of combiners like the Stunticons, a larger double barrel cannon with what was a separate part with a peg on it, so you can attach it to the vehicle in the standard sort of holes on the back. All individual again, like the Stunticons, to the particular vehicles. They never had the same exact weapons, so it fitted on like so. So there's an attack mode, which at least gave, you know, the basic vehicle mode at least a little bit of playability, that you could actually fight in vehicle mode. As you can see, it also came with a tiny little hand weapon, not totally dissimilar to a small version of Optimus Prime's first gun, but quite nicely detailed. I don't know if I can pick that up in the light. There's quite a lot of small moulding, there you go, small moulding detail in that, even though it's, you know, very small and easily lost. Obviously with this weapon the peg is on the actual side of the gun, so that will become apparent when I transform him why that is. And as you can see, I'll bring the figure in so you can get a good look at him. This is totally original one, although he has been very good the fact he hasn't sun faded and discoloured over the years, mainly because of keeping them out of the light. They were more stuck on a shelf out of the way when I had them on display when I was younger, so they haven't really got sun faded, which is a bonus. Again, rub sign on the top, Autobot logos, obviously straightforward robot kibble straight underneath there. There you go, that is a G1 combiner. A lot of the details on here are sticker applications on the back, and that's more painted on the front, just in case you was curious. Slight difference in the blue colouring on the windows, which is a little bit of a shame, but it doesn't really pick up too much. You can just about see it on camera. But a pretty good general little robot figure. To transform him, simplicity itself. I say that and then I'm going to have trouble. There you go, you pull it back slightly on the back, flip it right round to form the legs. That's it, I was just checking in case you pull it apart. I haven't actually transformed this for about, oh, it's probably about 15 years, so you forgive me if I'm a bit rusty on it. To reveal the head, you just flip the front of the ambulance round, and for the arms, if I remember correctly, you pull the side. It pays to get your nail right in the top there in the joint to ease out the arm to the side. But like I say, this hasn't moved in a long time, so there you go. You just pull them out to the sides like so, and then they can swivel. Not the greatest of arms, and not the greatest obviously of articulation, but not too bad. And as I say, to hold the weapon they've got a hole on the side of the fists, so it pegs in onto the side, and I have to say it only just about fits in. There's not a lot of clearance between, if I move his other arm out of the way, between his chest and the actual gun. So to actually put it in his hand is a little bit difficult. It just literally just clears the bodywork of the robot. But a reasonable little figure. I mean, obviously he's got massive kibble in the fact that's hanging off his back, and not really any articulation other than the arms. Obviously his head moves around for the combiner mode, and that's a slightly more orangey plastic. That's how they came. It sort of matches the legs, obviously a darker red on the chest, which as you can see also has some quite nice sticker detail to bring that in for you. But yeah, so there you go, that's a little review on Generation 1 protectobot first aid. I hope you enjoyed that review, and I shall see you again for another one of the protectobots. See you again.